celebration of Odisha Literary Festival, OLF has become a big highlight not just of Bhubaneswar's event calendar, but it's quite a central event for all of us in the New Indian Express group. It stands for everything that we stand for: a decentering of power and the idea of getting close to the real life of India on the ground. Here we celebrate the books, the power of the word, of ideas and expression. More potent perhaps than any weapon of destruction, more enduring than anything built as a form of physical construction. A civilizational tool that is born in the present and engages with the present, but by becoming the basis of an ongoing construction of who we are, it also dares to speak to the future. That is what the book does. Why does a predominantly print media group choose to host a literary festival? Well, we are often referred to, we as in we journalists are often referred to as scribes. Though that word is a survivor from centuries long before the arrival of the digital technology. And it so happens I was jotting down my thoughts while I was on flight to Bhubaneswar. And I was thinking of myself that, what is the connect? And I found the connect in the word scribe. It occurred to me then. Journalism is also half mockingly called literature in a hurry. In a sense, there is a bit of a bard in us. At least we like to feel that way. We are the first recorder of events. We are the first ones to go down the mine of collective human experience. We make our hands dirty to come up with the ore, the raw material of life as it is being lived, quite literally. Internally, amongst ourselves, we journalists do not call what we produce by mechanistic name. We call them stories. What we write, we call them stories. Pause on that word. Stories. The first draft of history as it unfolds. Narrative connects us with authors and storytellers from the literary realm. We are also connected in that act of production, in a way, of narratives about politics, history, geography, economics, as a lived experience, environmental flux, as a lived reality. The base metal we provide is what goes through the alchemy of literature, of the power of the word, through the acts of interpretation, or infused with a higher emotional reality. We are exercised about the question all the time of identity Who are we? Why are we the way we are? Why do we do? Every time a story takes place, every time we have to report on, say, a story of a caste census, of what exchanges that take place in Parliament. It's always that question of identity that is the center of it all. Why do we do the things we do? Identities do not live in flesh and blood. They are derived from recounted histories. And a literary act, whether of the written word or the spoken one, in a way of our various languages, has a power not only to define, but to make you cross boundaries and create universal values. As a media group committed to telling stories from the grassroots and reflecting life from the rich linguistic and literary cultures, far from the centers of unitary power, here we honor our bond with the fraternity of those who tell the story of India in a different way. Welcome all of you again, and thank you for joining us on the first day of the 11th edition of the OLF.